everybody! Hello. Good evening! Welcome! Sorry about the false start! Sorry about the false start!
Right, everyone.
It wouldn't be the same if we didn't have a little wobble.
Look,
It's alright. This is live entertainment. I was getting no feed at my end, so that's why I decided to make the decision.
Do you know what? It's awful when you don't get feed at your
When you don't get feed on your end, yeah, it's a terrible situation.
Terrible.
Welcome to the show. Good evening.
Welcome,
Hello.
everybody.
Good evening. Let's do it.
Woo.
Let's do it, Gemma. Let's have a bed
Are you
of
not doing
music.
your little ramble before?
I am going to do my little ramble. I'm going to do my little ramble. Good evening. Good evening, self-isolators. Good evening, homeschool. There's no homeschoolers.
Yeah.
Good
Holiday.
evening, back to workers.
Yeah.
Couple of them. Good evening. Who else is there?
I suppose there's some people who are still shielding.
Good evening, shielders.
You
That
do
seems
that?
weird.
Yeah, they do.
Do they? Oh. Well, they'd have spotted that, wouldn't they? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Shed Show. Let's do it, Gem, as we always do. Show 21. Let's kick it off. Let's go.
Here we go.
8:15 on a Thursday night, and I grab my drink and I feel alright. Ain't got nowhere else to go, so I'm going to the Shed Show. Shed Show. Woo! Yes. Shed Show. Shed Show.
Let's go.
What a jazz number that was. That was like a proper jazz
That's
number.
what it was. It was a bit of a. Woo,
It sounded a bit
jazz.
free-form jazz.
Look, at least people know it's live.
Gemma, what we need to do though is
Yes.
just, can you get up that little song? We got, I want to just...
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Let me do it then.
it's because it's not only how, what I'm saying to you is, you know, you're all in a cult, and eventually what I've said is we're going to all meet in dressing gowns,
Yeah.
maybe at the bottom of the BT mast, and we can burn it to the ground for the anger I feel over my broadband. However, what we're going to do, I want you to just hear this because...
Okay, I'm playing it
Let's
now.
play it.
Right, here we go.
This is how indoctrinated our kids are.
Oh.
Yeah. Go on. Listen to this.
Okay.
You want to do what you did?
Ready? What's the word? We have nowhere else to go and going out to the shed show. Shed show.
Great! Listen.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, and she only knows a little bit, but that's enough. That is
Oh,
enough
bless
for her
her.
to be indoctrinated.
Bless
That is a
her.
4-year-old
She's on it.
singing a song
Yeah.
about the Shed Show.
Bless her.
There you go. That
Bless
shows the
her.
power we've got, everybody.
Aw.
Welcome to the show, everyone.
Right,
I hope
I
you got.
shall be on the feed, everybody.
Gemma's on the feed. She's monitoring. I'm not even going to look at it now.
Right.
I'm not even going to look at it because
Oh, are you sure
I promise.
about
Yeah,
that?
I'm not going to look at it. These people know what I'm like. I'm not going to look at it.
Oh, God, I've just kicked over my glass of water.
Oh, well, Gemma, you have as well. I
Have you
put it
got-
down every
have
week.
you
I've
got
got a
a
spare one
spare?
because I knew she'd do that.
Don't drink yours because I get dead
Suck it out the
thirsty.
carpet.
Oh,
Suck it out the carpet. I've
God.
got 2 here. It's
Have you got-
boiling
Have
hot.
you got anything to blot?
Blot? No, I haven't, mate. You're going to have to blot with your butt cheeks because you've
Oh,
spilt
God.
it. Listen, everybody, welcome to the show. Thank
to
you.
the
Good evening,
show.
Shed Showdians. Good evening, Shedettes. Good evening,
Woo.
Scott Bennett and the Coopernalls.
Oh, any new viewers?
Any new?
Hello.
Good evening, new viewers. Good evening. Share that stream, people. Let's get everyone on board. I just want to say, Gemma,
Go on.
genuinely, show 21, the coming of age show.
21?
21 weeks, baby.
Ridiculous.
21 weeks of standing in a shed shouting. This is. I mean, this just fit. You get there's less. You know what, Gem? I thought about this
Go
the other
on.
day. Some people have done less time at Rampton. It's a maximum security hospital, and
What,
I
21
and I
weeks?
bet if they were in a room shouting into a webcam every day, they'd say you need to stay another year, mate. Do you know what I mean? But I want to say thank you all for joining us. I think I got a little bit in a little bit of a wobble at the start. I tell you what it is. I haven't been sleeping very well. Mainly because I don't know if it's the same wherever
Is it the
you are.
heat?
It's the heat, but it's also the fact that everyone fireworks now all year round. When did that become a thing? Fireworks all year. I keep getting disturbed by people's fireworks. I'm like, it used to be you were like bonfire night, Gem. wasn't
Yeah.
it? Bonfire night, New Year's Eve, maybe a religious festival.
Yeah.
Now it's like, but the fireworks going up like in the middle of
Well,
August.
Yeah, random
Like,
nights.
what,
and
is,
you should buy a
is someone coming home and going, hey, you heard about Dave? What about him? Passed his theory test. Brilliant, get the bangers out. Come on. We'll get the kids round, get them some sparklers. It's 32 degrees, mate. Who's having a firework display? Then
Oh,
I just bends my head. And also, we've got a noisy milkman.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to say this.
Oh God! Yeah,
This
you can
milkman,
share
this
one.
milkman, I'm going to find him. It's getting like taken now. I am going to find that man. I mean, he's outside the window. It's not difficult, but do you know what I mean? I'm going to go out there in my dressing gown, and I'm going to have it out with the man, because this is ridiculous now. Every morning, like, he delivers milk.
I know he's got a job to do, but
But he's doing it at like, he delivers milk at like 2 a.m, so he doesn't have to get up early. Like, who's going to have warm milk 6 hours? And not only does he do that, he does it on a diesel. It sounds like he's chucking it off the back of a
I
tractor.
thought they were meant to have diesel.
They're not like, they're meant to have electric vehicles.
Have you looked this up?
I've looked it up under the regulations of the milkman industry. He's meant to have an electric, you know that electric milkman's silent. Ooh, that's what it should be. Ooh, he's like, he sounds like he's literally chucking it off the back of a tractor. That's what he's doing, man. So, yes, basically, I'm feeling a bit discombobulated. I think it's week 21.
That's a big word for 21
It is. That is the new word now. It's unprecedented, discombobulated. They're the two words.
And I actually worked it out when you said it's week 21. I thought 26 weeks will be 6 months, won't it?
Yes.
6 bloody months.
There's a lot of tension out there, Gemma.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tension. And I just want to say, by the way,
Yeah.
calm down, people. I'm saying this now. The people in the shed, calm down. There's a lot of COVID warriors out there. There's a lot of people who are angry with people who aren't following government guidelines, right? And I can understand everyone's got to look after each other, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
But what's happening now is like it's dividing people. And I've noticed like the press are genuinely, what they do now is this is what they do, the press. They go, right, tell you what you're going to do. I've got a scoop for you, right? I want you to go out Saturday night with your camera, Manchester City Centre. I want people cuddling each other. I want people kissing. I want people fighting outside kebab shops. I want girls in high heels rolling around on cobbled streets and urinating in cobbled streets, which you like. And I want people falling into bins. Get it on the front page. That's what we want. That's what we want. And then like the police's job has changed now.
Yeah.
I used to be like catching criminals. Now their job is to just go and raid people's family barbecues. That must be a real... Just slowly driving past gatherings going, are they 2 metres? Are they 2 metres? Meanwhile, someone's getting burgled. Do you know what I mean? It's a very odd time. It feels like a very odd time at the moment. I tell you the other thing is, you're getting a lot of people, Gemma.
By the way, that wasn't a criticism.
It wasn't. I'm not criticising people. I'm just saying it's very odd at times. Do you know, like, and that you were out with the kids, weren't you?
Yeah.
And there's people sort of like, someone came up to Gemma and went, one way. They were in the shop.
Oh, God, yes.
One way. This is one way.
She was a very angry woman.
And I was like, one way. And
I
like,
had my mask on.
yeah.
I had my mask on and it was in W.H. Smith.
W.H. Smith's,
And I
right?
didn't realise it was a one-way system.
One-way system.
I had the 2 kids with me. Oh, she was so angry.
The thing is, though, what you don't understand is,
Yeah.
one way's fine for adults. You've got 2 kids, they don't give a shit about anyone. Kids, the only one way the kids care about is their way. And this is the thing. Those 2 were sharing a biscuit. Do you know what I mean? They're not bothered.
No.
Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. And I think there's just a lot of frustration.
Yes.
I think people are like trying to follow the guidelines, but the guidelines are confusing. And I think there's a lot of people, Gemma, who are saying, I'm done with Corona. I'm done with it. I'm done with it, Gemma. I'm done with Corona. Yeah, well, Corona's not done with us. I think that's more the point, mate. Do you know what I mean? But there's been some glimmers of light. Can I tell you about my week,
Let's
Gemma?
talk about the positives.
The positives are there's a few gigs happening again.
Woo!
I've done some gigs, people.
Yes,
in front
I
of.
finally get the TV remote to
She
myself.
gets the TV remote, and I've done gigs outdoors in front of real faces. And I did one, Gemma. I did one in a barn at a farm.
Yeah.
Stood on a pallet on some sand. And I'll tell you, it felt more like an illegal bare knuckle match than a gig. But it was amazing. And do you know what? I love farmers, man, because they're so wonderfully improvised. Do you know what I mean? The men's toilets, you know what it was, Gemma?
Go on.
It was some hay on the floor.
No.
It was. I had
What,
a,
you just pee on the
I
hay?
had a pee next to a Frisian cow who was eyeballing me.
No,
Yeah.
you need to explain this. What, you just pee into
You
the
just
hay?
went into a barn and there was just hay on the floor and there was men just
And you just
urinating.
was on the
hay.
That's like what the cows do, isn't it?
Do you know, but I never felt more like cattle in my life. I thought I was going to get auctioned by the end of it, but
God.
they didn't have anyone showing some people to the seats, though, Jem.
No.
They just had a sheepdog just herding. Come on, Jem, come on,
Whistle.
2 pensioners, wait, 2 metres, come here. But do you know what was amazing as well? I love that they get the farmers, mate.
Yes.
They're a law unto themselves. I love the way they get up early and they get out into rush hour traffic in the tractors and they're just getting everyone's way. I love that. I love all you can see is
You'd love
that.
to be that man.
I'd love Gemma. All you can see is that just ahead of the tractor, And you can't get round because he's got a plough on the side that'll take all your doors off. And I love that shit. You know what I mean? And
seriously, have you ever sat in a tractor?
yeah, it's high and it's uncomfortable. How do you sit in a tractor?
I don't know. I can't remember, but I did it at a farm once. It's really good fun.
You wouldn't have done it at Morrison's. I sat on a tractor at a farm. I love the idea. You probably did one of them days, like come and sit on the tractor. I don't even know what you went. You were in a car with a farmer.
No, but I have done. But also, we always sit on the tractor at Chatsworth.
Sit on the tractor at Chatsworth.
You
don't move. You have to go sit on the tractor. Who's next? They've even punctured the tyres because they're not sure that people still won't try and nick it. That is how bad it is up there. The other thing I love, Gemma, is that there was I've never felt safer because there was a woman who was heavily pregnant, right? She was due like a month, and I think that's the best place to be. Forget hospitals. Yeah. If you're gonna have a baby, be with farmers.
Oh yeah.
Because what I love about that is they will just be like, right, come on all fours, love, come on. Gemma, they'd have been like straight in, wouldn't they? Get me some straw. Yeah. Get me some straw. She's gonna do it without pain relief. I'll get her a big breakfast after. Do you know what I mean? Get me my rubber gloves, get me my oars, and get me a rope. Yeah. Come on all fours, love. Come on. Do you know? And when he comes out, do you know what they'll do? As he scatters across the straw, Dave, get a tag on. This one's here. Like they'd have it tagged. They'd have it like and be like, we'll have it in market in 3 months.
I'm not sure about your farmer impression.
But I just love the idea of it. You know? Do you know what? And if the mother couldn't breastfeed, you know, if she had mastitis or something.
Oh,
do you know what they do? They just get the baby and just put it on the piglet's tit.
Yeah.
So, like with all the other piglets, just pop the baby. You'll be all right. Just chuck it in there, keep warm. I love farmers for that, right?
Oh, I love little piglets.
Oh yes, I know what you mean.
Cute.
I know what you mean.
Quite smelly.
Makes you want to be a vegetarian, doesn't it? In many ways.
God.
However, I'm not. But the thing is, the other gigs I've done, Gemma, I did a gig at Just the Tonic. I did a gig at Just the Tonic,
show off.
and I did it behind one of these.
Oh yeah.
People, this is what I did. A visor. Can you hear me still through it?
It sounds a bit muffled.
Sounds a bit muffled. I'm not going to wear it too long, but this is weird.
Can you just demonstrate with the hairbrush how you had to hold the mic then?
No, I had a wireless mic. I had a Britney Spears mic there.
Oh,
I look like a backing dancer crossed with a welder. I look like I've just come from.
That's so funny.
I know I'm a comedian.
I'm sorry, but I don't think that's a good look for the stage.
This? Well, you have no choice, mate. It's illegal, isn't it? If not, this is. It looked like I'd just come from spray painting the wheel arches on a Land Rover. And like Gemma, this is what I did. Can I show you this?
Go on.
I did that about 4 times. I just did that. Biggest laugh of the night, that.
Oh,
No, I'm joking. It was great fun. We came out, we had the visors on. Yeah. Everyone in the audience had masks on.
Yeah.
And it looked like I'd turned up at the Junior Dental Nurses Conference. And all you can see are eyes. And I just kept saying, have you a good night? You've had a good night? Tell your eyes, mate.
Yeah.
I can't tell if they're angry eyes or happy eyes. It's really surreal.
Do you know what? I think I've got really smiley eyes because I've got those crow's feet.
You've got crow's feet. You've got lovely eyes. You've got the eyes of the woman from Titanic at the end. Like proper pensioner eyes. I love it.
God.
Watery eyes. Do you know what? I didn't realise I missed comedy until I realised, Gemma, with horror, that you're looking at a man who timed putting his bin out with the NHS clap just to feel wanted. That is the level. But do you know what, Gemma? I got there, Gem. Yeah. The bouncer came and pointed a gun thing at me to check my temperature.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, that was weird. It was a bit intimidating. But then I thought, we're in Nottingham.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? You're overqualified on finding people who are good at handling weapons. I bet there were a queue of people doing that. And do you know what I did think, though? As he checked my temperature, what would have happened if it had been high? They'd have just bundled me into a van. I wouldn't have done the gig. And I just like the idea of everyone just freaking out.
Lockdown.
And me getting carried away and just going, I've just got an extra layer on. I've just got an extra layer. I've got an infection in my toe. But it was fantastic, right? And it was brilliant. It was great to be back on stage.
Woo, woo.
Real, let's more of that. More of that. Right.
Yeah, it is possible. It's doable.
Yes, absolutely. But yes, the other thing is, I want to say, I've done other gigs. I've done outdoor gigs.
Yes.
I did the Soul Circus Festival at the Montpellier Gardens in Cheltenham, darling.
Oh, my
And it was lovely and posh.
That sounds very posh.
It was under a teepee. It was like a hurricane relief situation. And they were the only survivors, but really wealthy survivors who had time to go to M&S for a picnic.
Oh, yeah.
The world's ending, but we need some picnic before we do. They turned up with hampers and stuff. What I loved as well is that if there was a hurricane relief situation in Cheltenham, that's where they would go. They'd be like, to the gardens, Peter. To the gardens. Just bring the essentials. Forget the children. Help me drag the Arga. They were that wealthy. But they were lovely people, and it was like you'd have loved it, Gem. It was a very middle class, like a middle class Glastonbury.
I can't remember the last time.
It was, yeah, you'd have loved it, Gem, because like they were like, you could see families everywhere just going, Mummy's going to the yoga tent, okay?
There was a yoga tent.
There was a yoga tent. Mummy's going to the yoga tent. Go make me a dream catcher. Go make me a dream catcher, children.
Oh, God.
It was a lovely gig. People sat out, spaced on tables, Gem. They were on.
I thought you were going to say spaced out.
Spaced out
Yeah.
on high quality kale.
Yeah.
I think, but Gem, there was deck chairs on grass, and it looked like they'd all been It looked like they'd been missold a beach holiday though, love. Do you know?
Yeah.
But it made me feel like a comedian again, and that's the point, isn't it?
Nice.
And that is the point.
Nice. That's nice.
The other thing we've done, Gemma, another roundup of the week, is I assembled a trampoline.
Oh God, this was a nightmare. This is why I left the premises.
Well, what Gemma does is she takes the children out. She's like, "Come on, kids, because Daddy's getting angry." He's like, "Come on, Daddy's swearing and throwing his rubber mallet. Come on."
Yes.
I mean, I have never been 4 hours to put up that trampoline.
Oh, geez,
4 hours, man.
Louise.
And do you know what? This is like, it's one of those things, right? Everyone's got a trampoline now.
Yeah.
If you had one in the 80s, you'd have been a millionaire. It was like a swimming pool.
Yes.
Now if you go up in a plane, Gemma,
Yeah.
and look down over England, all you see are trampolines.
Now, seriously, I went on Google Earth the other week, and yeah, it is true. And you see, all the gardens have got like a circle.
This is the thing. Do you know, if your plane was crashing, Gem,
Yeah.
I'd say forget the parachute, mate. I'm gonna land on a trampoline.
Yes,
I am
seriously.
literally gonna, wherever I jump, mate. It's like I'm gonna hit a trampoline. They're everywhere. Do you know what I mean? But
It's true. It's like the must-have.
it is, and then like here's the thing, like it's weird for the neighbours though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're relaxing in your garden, and every so often, Gem, all you see is
Yeah.
this, and I'm gonna do this on the webcam.
Yeah.
All you see is this, Gem. Just some weird kid.
Yeah.
Invasion of privacy. Invasion of privacy. Invasion of privacy.
it's so true.
It's so weird like that. You regret sunbathing naked. Regret sunbathing. Technically, you're a nonce now. It's weird. I mean, that's all you see them bouncing over the thing.
I
What?
wonder why you were bouncing so long the other night.
No, they were. No, they're adults sunbathing, Gemma. Don't get people confused. I'll be cancelled. The other thing as well is like I tell you what you do, right? When you buy a trampoline, you become a trampoline monitor. You're not aware that you've done it. You're basically
Give that man a high vis.
You've got a high vis. You've got a bum bag on with money in, like that bloke at the fair. One on, one off, mate. One on. Hey, red t-shirt. You've had 5 minutes. Come on, come on. Hey, shoes off. Everyone get the shoes off, right? Honestly, because this is the thing, right?
That's Sophia, that is.
Well, what I've done with our Sophia, Gem, is I made her health and safety conscious, right? Because I'll tell you, I'm not going to confess this to you, because I didn't want to tell you this.
Go on.
The night I put that up, I flicked on the telly, and there was A&E 999 programme, and I switched it on, and it was just a kid.
Good idea telling me this.
It was just a kid face down, just twitching on a trampoline.
Oh, Scott.
And I was like, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So what I've done is I've terrified Sophia into being. She's the health and safety one, isn't she?
She is.
Because I said to her, listen, darling, this isn't a toy. It's actually exercise equipment. You need to check if people are hydrated, right? Yeah. She now believes this horror story I told her about one kid bouncing so high they came out the top and broke every bone in the body. So now she doesn't even enjoy it. She's zipping up the things. She zips everything up. Today, loads of kids came round and Sophia was like, wait. My daddy says the door needs zipping, which is incredible for a 4-year-old. Do you know what's amazing is, for years, there was no nets around trampolines. How many children had to die? No, Gem, there was no nets around them. How many children had to die?
They've always had a net.
Not always. I mean, like the square ones, you'd go and go at the park and that. I mean, how many kids did they go? Do you know what? This isn't right, this. We're wiping children out here. What about some sort of net? Do you know what someone said to me, Gemma?
Yeah.
You want to get ones that are dug into the ground. They're safe. Yeah. No, because what happens, Gemma, is our children are fickle, aren't they? Right? And what happens is they bounce on this trampoline for about a year, then they don't want to use it, and you've got a 17-foot trench in your garden, which looks like Time Team have quit halfway through an archaeological dig. And that's what you can't plant over that shit. Do you know what, though?
You could just make yourself a nice pool when they're...
Swimming pool, Gemma. Where do you think we live? Who do you think I am? I'm doing gigs in the shed, love. It's not footballers' wives. Here, you can't swim in there. It'd just be dirty water. Gemma, here's the interesting thing. It's not kids who get injured. It's adults.
Well, I was just going to say that because you showing off.
What happens is you'll be at a barbecue, and some dad had a drink or something, and you'll get a gad who'll go.
A dad.
A gad, A dad called Gary, a Gad, and he'll go like that, Gemma. He'll go, is that kid's trampoline? And you'll go, yeah. He'll go, I used to be a bit of a gymnast when I was 16. Used to do somersaults, mate. 10 minutes later, he's on a stretcher in a neck brace. That is literally...
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a serious... I mean, you start off doing pikes.
Yeah.
You know, a bit of a sit jump.
I used to do that thing where I could land on the back of my neck, mate.
Oh God, you're just not meant to do that.
What I would say, Gemma, is always tether the trampoline down, because you don't want to be one of those parents running down the street in high storms trying to chase it and it's just rolling. It's just rolling like an out-of-control 10-pence piece.
Hang on. Didn't that happen on the Detectorist? A trampoline just rolled past.
A trampoline just flew past, yeah. That's the thing, right. Gemma, it's time for topical news. 10 minutes in now. We haven't got a jingle. Topical news.
Very nice.
Topical news. They're going to close the pubs to allow schools to open.
Yes.
Now, they're determined to get these kids back to school in September.
So are we.
Yeah, so are we. I want them out the house. I don't care if they're licking each other. I want them out of my life now. They're going to close the pubs, and I think it's a great idea, Jem, because I think we need to give teachers the chance to sober up. They're going to need a few weeks. Do you know what I mean? You've got to minimise the risk of a second spike. So what they're doing is they're locking down certain bits of the economy to allow other bits to come up, right? But don't tell Olivia, right? She's going to be mortified because she's a regular down the reg line. She's on the darts team. She's on 3 pints a night. But this will be the first year at Parents' Evening where the teachers ask you how the kids have been. I've done my kids' report. Too much trampoline, too much time at the snack cupboard. That's what I've said to them.
No.
Here's the thing, right? We were quite lucky because we've had teaching assistants, haven't we, love?
Yes.
We've had teaching assistants help us this year. We've had Mr. Minecraft and Mrs. Netflix, and they've been fantastic. But the answer's obvious, though, isn't it? People are saying, because then what people are saying, Jerry, is you're killing the economy for children's education. What's more important, economy or education? You're going to keep these kids in school, they have no jobs to go back to. Unless they're going to be a barman, it's not going to affect them. However, what the answer is, Gemma, I know the answer. You open schools in pubs. There you go. You let the landlords be the teachers.
Or you open pubs in schools.
Oh, pubs in schools? No, you can't do that. Gemma, imagine that though. You went in and you went, what can I get you? Can I have a pint of lager and double geography, please? Yes. You see the kids all gathering in the beer garden on the lunch break, Gem. Yeah. What's your day been? I've had double chemistry with the landlady from the Horse and Jockey. Honestly, mate.
It'll be like a 1980s fire station.
Yeah, she made they got absolutely shit. She's made us do a gin and tonic, mate. It was about solutions. I'm hammered. Gemma, imagine that. He said, what you got this afternoon? PE. Where's that? In the sports bar. Obviously, mate. Gemma, I've got what other people? I've got home economics this afternoon with that bloke from Weatherspoons. He's going to show us how to roast a lovely gammon. The Weatherspoons Academy School, Gemma. That's what I'm saying. The Weatherspoons Academy School, as big on education as we are on our belly buster breakfast for $4.99. That would be the do you know the badge on the blazer? The badge on the blazer? Yeah. Do you know what that be? It'd just be 4 pints.
Yeah.
Just be 4 pints. And Tim in the middle like that. With a thumb up. The other thing though, Gemma, right, is what they could do is they could teach. What we need is for the kids to have education real time, and the pubs are the way. So you could be like, right, this is maths. You've got Dave here. If he puts all his wages into this fruit machine, how much does he have to spend on flowers to stop his wife kicking him out? Proper live education. It's really good, that, isn't it? That could be a routine. Write that one down, Gemma.
Okay, make a note of that.
Make a note. Here's another one. Bouncers to teach physics. Because as they bundle someone out the fire escape, they can go, right, now you see the potential energy in my arms, throwing this dickhead down a stairwell. Look at the way I use force equals mass over velocity, which is correct. I was good at physics. And we're going to, the way I just punch him, look at the way his teeth go down his throat. Look at that. Look at that. That's kinetic energy, that. Transfer from my fist into his face. There you go, into his face. The other thing, right, what I want to say is, Gemma, you could do Weatherspoons could do history Thursdays, French Fridays, although I'm not sure about that. He's not a big fan of Europe. However, what you could do as well, Gemma, is they could do like those sticky floors.
Oh yeah.
That's a biology exam in itself, because all that DNA, you could do like sort of swabs and stuff. You could be like do a whole project in that. There's stuff in here we've yet to discover. You know what I mean? Fantastic. The other thing, Gemma, there's going to be quarantine after coming back from Spain, right? That's what they're saying, right?
Yes.
Now they're saying that the government has to act rapidly and decisively. If you're coming back from Spain, you've got to isolate for 14 days. So you've had
14 days?
2 weeks self-catering, 2 weeks self-isolation. That's the trade-off. And this is the weird thing. Spain have had less cases than us.
What?
So that is literally like we farted and blamed them for the smell. Because that's what they say. They're going to close. They're going to close the air bridge. It's not an air bridge. It's a fart corridor. That's what that is. That's what that is. Are you ticking your pen? Don't dig your pen.
I'm sorry. I didn't even know.
Do you do wiggly pen? That wiggly pen's annoying, isn't it? The other thing is, what I want to say is now. This is the thing, right? Is we should have quarantined. As someone said something.
No, it's just you
stuttering. What is an air bridge as well? An air bridge is like, I've got to go down the air bridge. Who are you flying with? The Starship Enterprise, mate. What is an air bridge? These terms I've never heard of before. Do you know when they should have quarantined? In the 80s with the 18 to 30 holidays. We should have quarantined those people because they were coming back into the UK with more viruses than a handrail outside of an NHS walk-in centre. They were. To be fair, if you've got young kids, Jem, quarantine after your holiday is going to be more relaxing than the holiday itself. It is. People are moaning, but you've booked a holiday in the middle of a pandemic, mate. What did you think was going to happen? It's like having a picnic at the foot of Mount Vesuvius and then complaining when your Scotch egg's got a bit of ash on it. Life is a risk. I understand that, right? You've got to take risks. But going on holiday in the middle of a global pandemic is like going for a jog in Helmand province with a target on your ass. Do you know the saying, rain in Spain stays mainly on the plane?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that one.
Yeah, what I think they should now, they've changed it now. It says strain from Spain is contained for 14 days. That's what it... Thank you. Gemma, what we're going to do is because I've run out of time here, and I think we're gonna. We had a little false start, but we're on now, aren't we? We're good. I just want to say we're going to move to question of the week, Gemma.
Yeah,
can we move to question of the week?
Let's do it.
Do that. Let's do question of the week.
I get slower at getting up every week.
Oh, you do. It's the knees, mate.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do question. The question of the week. Now, I want you to stay here because your T-shirt is. The question of the week is faux pas. Faux pas.
Faux pas.
Which means false step. Which is what you did when I took you down the aisle. You had a false step, and she's now come to regret it because my God, it is a sauna in here.
It is super hot in here tonight.
Faux pas is basically what have you done? What moments of embarrassment have you had? Right. Now here's the interesting thing here. Right. We've had some corkers. We've had some absolutely corkers.
There ain't going to be enough time to do it.
There isn't enough time to do them all, but we're going to do the best ones. And
when we do the book.
Yes. Oh, we're going to do a book. Gemma's got ideas. I didn't know that. We're doing a book, the Shed Shoulder book. No, it's a great idea. Well done, Tata. Taps her on. I don't know why I went for the nose there. Well done, tapping her on the head there. Gemma, have you done any? You've done a faux pas when you were a kid. Tell that one about.
Oh yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah, my granddad was coming round. He was coming up the path, and we saw him through the window. And my mum went, "Oh, he's here again." Yeah. And of course, he came through the door. It was my brother actually. My brother went, Mum just said, "Oh, you're here again." Amazing.
Kids can repeat everything back. They are sponges.
He did laugh. He had a good sense of humour.
It's like when I was talking to Sevilla and she said, "Oh, where are you going to this weekend?" And I said, "Oxford." I think I might have said this before, Oxford. And she was like, "How far is that away?" I said, "It's quite a long way away." And it's it's about 2 hours away. And she went, "Oh, Jesus." 4-year-old. She sounded like some woman who works in a factory. I've been there 25 years.
What you say.
And I said to her, "You can't say Jesus, say crumbs."
Oh, I've got sweat in my eyes.
And then she did it again. Sweat. She did it again, and she said, I said to her, "What was that? I said, "Say something else," and she went, "Oh, I said, "Say crumbs," and she went, I said, "Let's do it again." I said, "I've been to Oxford." And I said, "I was 2 hours." And she went, "Crumbs. What was that like?" "Not as good as Jesus." Christ. Do you know the one
Christ,
that's why she said it. I'm slipping out, you see. Here's what I did. I've done this a few times. I've slagged people off when my phone's been on in my pocket to that person as I walked to somewhere.
No.
Yeah, I did that once, and I sort of just went, "Look at this. This dickhead always leaves his car out here." And as I walked in, it was where I used to work. He went, "Am I the dickhead that leaves my car out there?" I went, No, it wasn't me. I tried to deny like it had even happened.
Oh, come on then. What have you got?
Right, I've got loads here. Right, so we've got lots of ones here. The other one is I'm going to read the people's ones out.
Yeah,
That's
please.
what we're going to do. Kids swearing. Right now, I don't know who this is. I was parked at a school car park. I don't know. Some of these are anonymous.
Oh yeah, some of them are anonymous.
Because I think they'd lose their jobs. Actually,
Probably.
I was parked at the school car park. They said they were letting the parents in. Hordes of parents walking past. I was trying to get them both in the car. The child climbed over the front seats, which she wasn't allowed to do, and I told her to get down. And at the top of her voice, as the other parents are walking by, in the earshot of the office, she shouts at the top of the lungs, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And she said, I mean, that's incredible, isn't it? I swiftly told her that Santa doesn't like that word. Well done, that's a good way. And if she ever said it again, Santa wouldn't bring her any presents. Very good. But then she will probably say, well, you get presents and you do it all the time. Schools, a lot of school teachers here. This is I was once.
Some of my friends have sent some corkers.
I was once demonstrating drawing two spider diagrams on a sheet of paper, two circles. I held them in front and pointed to what each one of them would be, putting a dot in the centre. Basically, I'd stood there with a pair of tits. And the students were laughing a lot.
Yes, I'm sure.
What idiots we all are. I once mixed up the letters on the front of books and folders when asking a Year 9 class to bring in their fucks and boulders to the front, which is... I mean, fucks and boulders, Gemma. If you were teaching sex education and geology,
wow,
that's exactly what you'd be doing, isn't it?
I love it when people switch their mix their letters up. That's funny.
In the early days of computing, now, do you remember the Archimedes computers? Big buttons and the big floppy disks. They were in the ICT room, and they got the kids to search for a program called Passwords. Watched in horror as every room flickered with hardcore pornography of mustached, oiled tan studs being filleted by blondes. Now, what I don't understand there is passwords brings up that is that pass swords or something? Pass a sword about. I mean, how does that even bring up
what
that?
A nightmare.
She said she pulled the cable out. I just love the idea of that.
God.
There's so many here. Someone asked the vice principal of a school when I'd be getting my golden shower instead of a golden handshake. I mean,
I know who that was. That was Lex.
Oh, you've told it. Do you know what I love about it? When am I getting my golden shower? That was to get your loans paid off.
Yeah,
but I mean, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what it takes to get a loan paid off, you would have done it. I think. She said dildo instead of dido in media class. She had a lesson, and she said you could use vibrators to tell deaf students when the bell was ringing. I mean, here's the other one. At NQT, she asked her Year 9s to FAP all their work. Now, FAP, she meant to look at form, audience, and purpose. FAP means something else. I had to Google this.
I don't know what that
means. It's the Urban Dictionary. It's a euphemism for masturbation, for male
No.
masturbation. Do you know why? Because this is...
all the kids would have been laughing and you wouldn't have had a clue.
Do you know what's amazing as well? This is the world we're in now at the moment, where even masturbation, the term jerking off and beating off and whacking off and choking the chicken, that's too aggressive for 2020. The children don't like it. Very, very toxic. So instead they say fap, because it's the sound of the skin. Fap, 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 fap.
Oh my God.
I quite like that. It's quite gentle.
I will not be using that terminology.
Well, why would you?
You know.
This is a great one. This is an air hostess, we know. As a family was boarding, she handed 4 boarding passes. I glanced at them and said to his 3 children in a cutesy voice, she got right down and said, "Hello, you 3," and realised it was 2 children and his wife, who was just really tiny. So many great ones here.
Oh God, that's good.
Here you go. This is my best one. Someone said my Cockney impression was quite good. Yes. Lilibet, this is one of my favourites here. Many years I thought I'd texted my friend, a large-chested lady. I told her to put your bra on, put your boobs away. She'd texted her place of work, and the new manager got the text. And the best thing was, you know when you text a landline and it reads it out? He picked up the phone saying, "You've got a text message." Imagine that. Put your bra on, put your boobs away. I love that one.
Oh God! It made me laugh when she wrote that today.
Here's one from my brother. This is amazing.
I don't know this one.
This is amazing, right?
Right.
He was a student. They'd had a night out. He was feeling a bit leery, right? And it was the morning after, and it was in the supermarket, and someone dropped something in an aisle in the supermarket, and the reaction of Ross, which is what he went, "Right, no bad, right."
He never did.
Yeah, because someone dropped it. right? He came round the corner and it was an old man who dropped a jam jar and he was sort of like trying to really frail. And my brother said he went up to him and helped him. And I said, what would have been amazing if he'd have gone, who was that dickhead who did way? Can you believe some people, mate? What a knobber. And he came round, it was just an old man trying to scrape up jam into his hands.
I'm glad he helped him though, that's very your brother.
Oliver Boswell, big fan of the show.
Yeah!
What is
and
this
happy birthday for this week, Oliver.
What is his thing with toileting, mate? He's got constant toileting issues.
He has got an issue around the toilet area.
I wet myself in a pub every time. What are you doing with your life, mate?
He did. Is that it?
He said he wasn't even drunk, and he said he had to go home, and then he says now goes to the toilet everywhere. Where he has to go, he's got the weakest. He has got a weaker bladder than this government. His bladder is as weak as this government. That's the joke I was meant to do.
Desperate?
I don't know. I just think he wheezes himself.
More deets on that one.
Debs Dillon, when I was a Saturday girl at Woolies, a man came in asking for Polydent. Very keen and enthusiastically, I took him down the wallpaper aisle and told him we only had polyfiller. No idea he was trying to fix the dentures in his mouth. Oh, amazing. Here's another one. This is one of my favourites. Now, this isn't this sounds like a film. Yeah. This sounds like this. Imagine this, right? This is from Michel Lemogan.
Oh, Lemogan.
And he's probably enjoying this because he's oui merci.
Oh yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Julie is the one who speaks
Faux
French.
Pas, from Cold War to Ice War. Right, here we go. He said, this is how he starts it. From Cold War to Ice War. That's how he starts the message. That sounds like a film.
I'd love to know, do you think Michel has got a French accent?
I think he probably has. I think he's sat there now with a beret on.
Is it his dad who's French?
I don't know, but he said, from Cold War to Ice War. I hadn't seen my Franco-Russian cousins for 15 years until he was allowed back into France at the end of the Cold War. In the meantime, his ex-wife, Ludmilla, has stayed in France. At our massive family reunion, French, Russian, British, it was all rather frosty. It does. It sounds like they're stood round a table.
It's like a family reunion.
Family reunion. It sounds
French,
like
Russian, British.
It sounds like Farage in the middle of the EU. Do you know what I mean? That's what it sounds like. My dad, bless him, tries to make polite. My dad, bless him, tries to make polite conversation by engaging my cousin's second Russian wife, Irina. Only dad goes, "Would you like some baguette, Lumdilla?" Thereby accidentally starting the ice war, which still continues to this day. I love it. The wrong name. He got the right food,
but the wrong name.
If he'd have said, "Would you like some vodka?" Would you like some vodka? No, Lumdilla's the French woman, and he offered the new wife was Russian, and he offered her a baguette. So he insulted her with the wrong food, and then told her by the wrong name. I love it. If he'd have offered her a vodka, I reckon he'd have been all right with that. They're the people of Britain in. Aren't they brilliant? Aren't they brilliant?
There was loads more than that.
There was loads more. We haven't got time.
They'll go in the book.
They will go in the book. Gemma, they will go in the book.
There is no book.
Gemma, I want to do, what should we do now? Oh, I tell you what, we'll go back to ours, right? Yeah. We're going to go back to ours.
Have you got a few more?
I've got a few more here.
Are you going to tell me which one are you doing?
No, what I want to do is I want to talk quarantine quarrels.
Oh!
Well, did it look like I didn't know what I was doing there?
Yeah!
I didn't. Well, I was going to talk briefly.
What?
I was going to talk briefly about, because our daughter's really into TikTok.
She is into TikTok.
Olivia's really into TikTok. She's doing stuff. And Trump is threatening to ban TikTok. Do you know this?
No.
He's threatening to ban TikTok, right? Because he's accused the Chinese government, genuinely true, of supplying data through it. Spying, right? But, I mean, it's TikTok, isn't it? What data is there? Do you know what I mean? TikTok. If they want to go through hours and hours of footage of people doing awful duets and bad dances, then good luck to them. Do you know what I mean? But this is the thing. Like, I don't get TikTok. You like it.
I love TikTok.
And Livia's
so
into
funny.
it. I don't think it's aimed at, like, there's no original content on there. Really?
Yeah, but that's not the point.
What is the point?
The point is it's just silly.
It's fun. Well, I'm saying that and I'm doing a shed show. So, do you know, but I don't really think it's aimed at me. Like, you know, like me.
No, I disagree. It's aimed, I reckon, more at age
Well,
group.
I think people who moan about TikTok not having any artistic creativity are the same people who say that Hollyoaks isn't good as Hamlet. Do you know what I mean? It's not meant to be, is it? It's not what it's meant. It's like, I feel like that dad when I talk about TikTok, like, the bloody TikTok, I don't know what the TikToking, what's all this TikToking? It's nonsense. I feel like the dad who's turned up at a house party to pick his kid up.
Yeah.
And he's just sort of stood there in a cardigan going, quite like this music. This is great, what's this? I've got my keys. Is this drum and bass?
Can we do a TikTok this week?
Yeah, let's do one. We'll do one. I could be the dad at the party. Hi guys, what's this?
I really want you to do a TikTok now.
Anyone having half a lager? Anyone having half a lager? I've got a lovely box of wine in the car. Would you like? I'll bring it in. You need more snacks, guys. You need more snacks. Do you know what's interesting, right? Is like if you're the thing is, right? People hate it. They say it's cringy, embarrassing, full of idiot teenagers, right? And they said, stop paying these influencers so they can get real jobs. Well, I've got news for you people. Being on TikTok and an influencer, that's a real job now.
I know.
That is a career for Olivia, right?
Into a school
that is an
where
industry.
Displays. They say, what would you like your career to
I
be?
would like to be on TikTok.
Yeah.
And this is why I wanted to talk about it, right? Because this is a thing, right? Our grandparents were working down the mines, right? They're getting coal. They were, making steel. They were engineering infrastructure to allow us to compete as a global superpower, right? We're now lip syncing to "Wump Wump" by Valley, and I had to look that up. I still don't know if I said it. But both are viable careers, aren't they?
Yeah. And by the way, I could at this moment in time play facial hair kaplunk because I can see.
Can you see it? Get it? It's too slippy.
No, next week.
Get it? I've got some tweezers.
You haven't.
I have.
Have you?
When I got the hair thing out.
I was going to pluck it.
We're going to do some live grooming. Have I got him? Have I got him? I haven't got him.
I was going to pluck it live on the show
I
because
thought I had a
every
pair of
time
tweezers.
you move your head in the light, it's like
It's tinking at me, innit? Have I got them tweezers, man?
Oh, just forget it. We'll do it next time.
We can't. We're wasting time
Give me a
grooming.
feature next week.
What? Groom Scott
No,
live?
pluck Scott's face.
By the end of this, we'll be doing a back sack and crack. Week 24 hours. Hey, look at that. Should we do that?
Oh, God.
Oh, do you know what? It doesn't seem good to me.
I do like waxing, though. I like waxing people.
Me? Oh, I don't. We are so sweaty. You couldn't wax me tonight. It'd just be slippy. I'm like a slick otter.
Can I just say,
So
I
slimy.
am literally dripping.
This is a really good workout. This is hot yoga we're doing here.
Jesus.
Gemma doesn't know. I've had the heating on since week 1.
Feels like it.
Here's the thing, right? What I don't like is, right, we've said this before, right?
Yeah.
People, like, if you ignore this as a parent,
Yeah.
this is a message to people, ignore it at your peril, people, because this is this is a foundry for kids now online and
Are we
all
back
this
on
stuff.
TikTok?
Yeah, we're back on TikTok. Right? I googled it. Jaden Ashman he's worth now like 15 million quid.
What?
And do you know what he does? He plays Fortnite professionally. He's 15-year-old who plays Fortnite.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I think they call that game, Fortnite? Because when you're playing it, that's how often they wash. But that is bad news for parents, isn't it? If someone's a multi-millionaire on there, right? It's like when your old father and they would warn you about this guy like years ago in the 60s. I bet they said that lad at 13, he's never going to amount to much. You know, the one that sings in the pubs.
Yeah.
He's useless. He's never going to amount to much. Get a proper job. He's a talented decorator. That lad.
Yeah.
He's a talent. Do you know what he ended up being? Elvis. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And so this kid, right? His mum, she said it was a nightmare with him growing up, right? She threw out Xboxes. She snapped headsets in an effort to get him to do his homework.
I bet loads of parents
He didn't get any. His schoolwork was tumbling. But do you know what? It's worked out in the end because he doesn't go to school and she doesn't go to work. So there you go.
Didn't he win what did he win on that competition?
Millions.
Who's funding that though?
Because it's advertising and shit, innit?
Oh,
And what I'm saying is, I said to our daughter about, she's missed a lot of school. I imagine how good she could have got at Fortnite. It's a wasted opportunity. She could be bailing us out. Because I tell you something, mate, my career's going nowhere, so hers needs to. I'm in a shed, I'm sweating, and I've got...
Hey, we'll get you TikToking this week.
TikToking this week, people. We're gonna do. I just want to do one quarantine quarrel, then we're ringing mum and dad.
Have we done the jingle yet?
No, do it.
Right. Quarantine. No, did we do it?
No, we didn't.
Quarantine quarrels, quarantine quarrels, quarantine quarrels.
God, thank God we put that in. That
we've
bit
done.
of quality. Here's one, right?
Right, go on.
About you. 2 about you.
I wish you'd warned me about these. What's this then?
Someone I said last week, she says, you're a 1950s husband, because I've said to her that soup for a main meal is not a proper food. And you know what?
Right.
I've had messages from people who said,
with sympathy.
You're right, Scott, soup is a starter.
Oh.
So have that one, lady, because you're wrong on a soup being a main meal. Soup is a peasant meal. That is a soup. Soup is a meal when your wife's left you. What am I going to do? She's left me. She's taken the kids. I'll have some soup. I can only manage to boil something. Do Gemma, at the moment, in our shower...
Another one?
Yeah, in our shower at the moment, when Gemma leaves a
I know
spray...
what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say.
She leaves a spray thing of Mr. Muscle
I do.
in the shower tray, and she says it's because afterwards you've had a shower, you
Yeah,
need to spray around with
that's
Mr.
what
Muscle.
you do need to be doing.
Can I just say, as someone who's got really sensitive skin, right, what terrifies me is one of these days I'm going to be in that shower, I'm going to pick up that Mr. Muscle, thinking it's some
you're going
and
to
I'm
spray
gonna
your
spray-
body
I'm gonna,
with Mr.
I
Muscle?
just,
Oh, come on.
even the fact it's near me, I feel like I'm going to get burnt. I don't know, it unnerves me.
It's only a mild
It's
chemical.
only a mild chemical. It only strips your entire skin off.
No, it just fights limescale.
Fights limescale and my...
I don't
skin.
like a streaky...
I come out looking like, I've got vitiligo or something.
I don't like streaky pains.
Well, I don't like streaky skin. Streaky pain. Gemma, this is another one, sensory deprivation, right? Gemma now, like in the kitchen, she has to have the blind right down.
We are south-facing. We are south... My retinas are burning.
Do you know what I think it is?
Sun.
Can I tell you something?
Oh, okay, let's tell them about you put the light on, middle of the day.
We're going to it now.
And the sun is beaming in, so I put the blind down on it and you go, I can't see. And it's like literally light. And I'm like, how can't you see?
What I'm saying is, like, she likes everything quiet. She likes minimal light. She's moaning about her eyes hurting.
Oh.
What I'm trying to say to you is...
I'm a vampire.
No, you're turning into a mole. Gemma's going to be... She's going to be down like that.
Speaking of moles.
That's going to be you. And like, she'll be scratching, she'll be burying in the garden, digging under... Where's your mum?
It's like a mini Russian hat.
Yeah, that's it. You could... That's, I should be offering you a baguette, calling you the wrong name. That's it. Michelle, does it bring back memories? Is he traumatised? She'll be underneath the trampoline like that, just scribbling away. Finally, though, right? Finally.
What, another one?
Yeah, final thing.
Jeez,
This is about me.
Right.
Now, is that I'm such an exaggerator. And Gemma knows. And
I did used to call you Mr. Exaggerator.
yeah, they call me the exaggerator. I don't know if that works, but
no, not really.
No, it don't. But I was the exaggerator because Gemma would like, and sometimes she used to believe me, and then once she called me on it. So like I'd say stuff like I said, do you know about that guy who? Do you know that guy down there? He's he ended up like he won like he I'm trying to think what I used to make up. Stuff. I used to say stuff like, "There's been an explosion in the middle of downtown LA," and I said like, "There's 45,000 people dead," and she'd go, "Really?" I'd be like, "Yeah, it's awful. Like cars are flipped up," and she'd be, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's terrible." "Oh, I'm gonna have a look at that." "Well, if you're gonna Google it, no one's injured." If you're going to Google it, nothing's happened.
No, what you would do is, I feel like I wouldn't listen to you if you didn't make it bigger than it was.
Well, it's become from being at home with my mum. God bless her, I do love her. But if you didn't get a word in, you didn't speak. If you didn't force yourself, if you didn't have a big sell, you weren't going to get in the conversation. So you had to say stuff like, as a kid, I used to say, "Mum, I broke my leg." And she go, "Oh, no, you haven't. Can I just have some toast?" And then, just to get in at that busy junction. So, yeah, Gemma called me on that. But that's the end of, it's quarantine.
Quarantine.
Now, Gemma.
Yes.
Before we ring my mum and dad.
Right.
Would you like one final game? It's been a good show, has it?
Oh, absolutely.
People have been happy. Any shout-outs before we get to my mum and dad? What's this behind you here?
Oh, yeah. Well, because we let Lynn down last time because we forgot.
Let me hold it up to the
Yeah,
camera.
so
This is Lynn Hill from...
Yeah.
She's from Dudley. She's an official Guinness Book of Record award holder.
That's her certificate, because she did send it to us.
She got it for, here we go.
Yeah.
This is the largest single breed dog walk, involved 1,029 beagles. That's an odd number of beagles.
What?
1,029 beagles.
Yeah, but that's the record. It doesn't matter.
If they'd have worked a bit harder, you'd have had 1,500 beagles.
Wow.
And then who's this?
Well, my mum has an allotment.
Yes.
She goes on the plot. And this is
an
Wall
allotment.
of Positivity, and it's her beetroot.
Look at that.
And this is my brother's girlfriend has made the most amazing beetroot risotto with my mum's beetroot.
It's so middle class now, this show.
I
I love
just thought
that.
that was
That's like proper.
nice.
What I love as well
I
is
thought that was a bit MasterChef.
when you're all looking at that, just going, imagine the colour of that urine. That's what you're thinking.
Seriously?
It comes
I had
out.
3 whole beetroots
If you eat beetroot and then stand and pee into white porcelain, it's like stigmata. You're like an organic Jesus. It's just let it come.
God.
Here's the thing, right? People are saying here like the trampoline situation. It is awful. I'm still scarred by it. Would you like a final game, Gemma?
Yes, please.
Before we go, is this a real Channel 5 documentary?
Oh yes.
So what's the jingle?
It's
entertainment. Pretty good. It's not bad, that. I think we do need some proper jingles at some point. However, here we go, right? Are these, what I'm doing is I'm giving Gemma, on Channel 5 there's some incredible documentaries with bonkers titles. I'm giving Gemma 6 of these and she has to tell me if they are true or false. So Gemma, which of these are real documentaries? Go on. Number 1, Britain's Loudest Snorers.
That has to be real. Did you do a sound effect?
It's real.
Yes!
She's right.
Right.
Number 2, Man Babies.
Real.
Fake.
Aww.
Fake.
Have we got a... Oh, no.
No, just a...
Yeah, that's it. If you get it wrong, you get a lion.
The cat who ate its owner.
False.
That is false. Bus pass beauty queens. True or false?
True.
It is true.
Yes!
Finally, this one is hilarious. Caravanning with Shane Ritchie.
I want that to be true.
True or false?
True.
It's true.
Yes! I want to see that!
You want to go with him?
It's true. At least he's got a caravan.
Caravanning with Shane Ritchie, man. Yeah. It's amazing. What we do at the end of each show, it's been good, hasn't it? Has it been good?
It's hot.
It is really hot, isn't it?
Oh, my neck. What's next then, kid?
Oh, right. Should we ring my mum and dad?
Yeah! Come on!
Every week we check in with Mags and Roy. Maybe my dad's got a faux pas he wants to tell us about.
Oh, I'm sure he's got
you've got it on live there. Come on, you need to ring. Oh, we're coming through the sound, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It's 31. Oh, here we go.
Mags and Roy.
Oh, good evening, everyone. I hope you're well. This is warm, man. This is warm.
Is so warm.
I hope it's been good tonight. I think it was the right decision to reboot.
Come on.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here it comes. Oh, are they in?
They're not going to be in.
Hello.
Do you know what, Mum?
Are you alright?
Yeah, Mum. Before you go, I thought you weren't going to be in.
Oh yes, no, we're here, love. We're here.
Has it been a?
We were here. I'll just put you on to your dad.
Oh,
she's gone. She's gone. I can get a word in now.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Royston. How are you?
From sunny Yorkshire.
Sunny Yorkshire. Has it been sunny?
It's so hot. It's up, Doc.
Yeah, this afternoon it's been lovely.
Has the show been good, Dad?
Not bad. Fine.
Not bad. Not bad. Absolutely.
We'll take that.
I mean,
I'm happy with that.
Technically, Dad, you should be.
Up at the beginning, weren't they?
Eh?
Because when we started on the beginning, and then you went belly up.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
It did.
We were on the tablet, and then because you started later than that, obviously there was a bit of a delay. So we went on the phone.
Yeah.
Went on your mum's phone. Yeah. I mean, at one time we were like newsroom at ITN. We heard lots of things going and all different things.
I love the fact, Dad, that even now you saying after 21 weeks it's fine. Yeah. It's just fine.
It's fine.
It's not brilliant. It's just fine.
It was fine.
It's fine.
Good.
It's fine.
Go on. There's only one way you can go, isn't there?
There is, downwards.
Well, there's actually 2 ways you can go, but hopefully you're going to go up.
Dad, have you got any faux pas, you and Mum, quickly before we go to your song?
I haven't, but your mum's just told me of one.
Go on then.
And it was the other week where we were playing with a group at the ukulele.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And one of the ladies is a foreign lady. And her first name's Kumo.
Right.
So your mum went up to her and said, "Hello, Chemo. How are you?"
For a minute, Dad, I thought you were going to go somewhere else, and I was so relieved when you didn't. But I was absolutely so relieved because I can't believe it. Incredible. What did she do? Did she?
It's an easy mistake to make, man.
It's an easy mistake to make if you're an idiot, isn't it?
It is really, because she's just done 6 months in hospital.
Oh, Dad, you didn't need to do that now, Dad. You really are. You're gonna get me cancelled here, Roy.
Cancelled.
Dad, have you got a song for us this evening?
Yeah, what have you got?
We have got a song for you this evening.
What you got?
And I'll just get my tackle.
Get his tackle. You're not I love you say tackle like you're decorating.
I love it when your mum calls her hairdressing stuff tackle.
Tackle, get me tackle. Well, go on, what song is it?
A Neil Diamond song.
Oh, Dad!
I love Neil Diamond.
Do you know that the band's singing Sweet Caroline?
Why?
That's on.
Is that the one you're doing? Well, this is interesting. They've banned it in Irish pubs because of the projection. Because apparently, when you do Sweet Caroline, you can't help singing along. So people in pubs who are drunk are grabbing each other's arms and they're singing. And there's it's particle transfer. So
we're all right in the shed though.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll be doing it when we sing it.
No,
yes,
Dad.
They'll be singing along at home, definitely.
This is an absolute belter, Dad. Let's have it.
Song.
Let's have it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline, Roy and Mags in Yorkshire.
Oh,
Keep to neatness. Don't touch anyone. Don't touch anyone. Sweet Caroline, ba ba ba. Never it's so good.
I love this song.
Ba ba ba. Believe they never would. Touching wall, don't touch wall. We're in a bubble, we're alright. Don't do that. It's dangerous. Sweet Caroline, good times never look so good. I'm blind. Believe they never would. Sweet Caroline, the times never feel so good. I've been blind. Ba ba ba. Believe they never would. Oh, sweet Caroline.
Yes!
Beautiful, Mum and Dad.
That was
Absolutely
so
beautiful
good.
and right on point as well.
I love that.
A very topical song.
I love that song.
Oh, good. That's good.
Oh.
Well, that'll put your full eyes then, love.
Thank you so much.
Well done, Max and
We will
Roy.
see you soon. Say goodbye to everyone as usual.
Bye, Max.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Roy.
That was Mags and Roy. I think my dad wanted to say something then.
Oh, God.
He's gone.
Oh,
He's gone.
God.
No, don't worry about it.
Shall I ring him back?
No, don't ring him back. It's all right. We've reached the end of the show. Is everyone happy, Gemma?
Everybody's absolutely.
I think everyone is happy.
Oh,
I think.
buzzing,
Thank you
buzzing.
so much for coming across when we moved across.
Yes.
Because we needed to do that. I felt like if I hadn't have done, we might have been in trouble. But we're all right. We're back. It's great. We've had a good show. I hope you've enjoyed it at your end. Ross Bennett, he's just said he's an absolute knobhead. Well, you said that, not me. I mean, you're the one with the proper job, mate. I would say that. Thank you so much for listening to the show. We're here every week. Thursday night, 8:15 in the shed, maybe 8:20 if I have to restart the stream. But thank you. Please share this stream, Gemma.
They're so good. They do.
What I'm saying is, people may have shared the other one, and then so share this one. Share.
Delete the other one.
I'm going to delete the other one when I've done this. Yes. Thank you, Gemma, for doing admin live. If you want to see me, I'm at Tring on Friday.
Is that a real place?
It's a real place down near HP is the postcode. I don't know where that is, but I'll be going there. Saturday I'm at Newcastle at the Stand. Sunday I'm off.
Nice.
I'm staying at Cal Hutchinson's, who drinks like a fish. I'm quite scared. I'll be honest, I feel like I'm going to a stag do that I'm not quite prepared for. So we got that this weekend. What else is happening, Gemma? That's about it, really. I'm on tour next year. Buy tickets for that, for God's sake. I find out Shed of the Year. Sunday. 9. So thank you to everyone who's voted. There's still time to vote now. Tomorrow, 6:30, I'm on BBC Radio 4 on the comedy section, doing a bit with Delisa. It was great fun, so do check that out.
Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. A great weekend. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. If you did enjoy the show, drop us a donation. If you didn't, doesn't matter. Just share it, like it, comment. Just tell me to start out my broadband. Whatever you want to do. And thank you so much for supporting the show. We'll see you again. Have a lovely week. Good night. God bless. Goodbye.